The moon is up, there's a light still on. Let's stay awake till 2 and get up at dawn. It's hard to survive in a schoolboy's life, but I can make it. Give me so many hours of homework. They try to keep me busy so I'll never shirk. If they work me like a slave both night and day, then they should pay me. Why do they try to change me? Am I a threat to their existence? Am I a threat to their illusions? I feel like I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running. I haven't done any videos on my channel in January, and this is late January. Almost February. You can see that the wolfberry and other, lycium types are actually out in force up here on top of this ruin. Off in the distance is the Four Peaks and some other very cool mountains. It would have looked fantastic when this city was occupied, like way out there. Let's see if I can, oh, you can barely see it. Little spire, a little spire. A huge spire sticking up out of the desert. A lot of cool mountains, a lot of cool scenery from this spot. And they didn't just pick it for its looks, I'm sure. Remember that if you plan to chow down on any indigenous lycium berries, to be sure and eat it with something that has mucin or mucilage, so you don't get horrible cotton mouth. I mean, this would do. That's not a good time of the year to eat a cactus pad, but there are a lot of options for that. And you have to think about that, because if you see those bright red berries, orange berries, and you go, while you're hiking, you're going to be sorry if you don't eat it with something with mucin. This ruin was a fortress roughly 900 years ago, when the Hohokam, so-called, ended up having to build fortified cities because it was a period of warfare. And then this city was abruptly abandoned, and they don't know why, but it's not like nobody has any theories. It's just that there's no written history. That's why they don't know why. Were they conquered? Did the creeks dry up? Nobody knows. So you're looking at what's left of the fortified walls. Well, this has been a cool visit to a very cool place, and now I want to go up there. This is jojoba, and as you can see, it's not getting its seeds yet, but it's beginning to flower. This is the Arizona we love right here. Here they are. So obviously some of these bushes get started at different times than others. I believe what we have here is mistletoe. And down there is a whole lot of brassica, which is essentially mustard. Ooh. These are chia flowers growing all over the side of this mountain, and they are the source of the chia seeds that Native Americans used in their food, and they used it as an energy supplement and in drinks and in foods, and before doing games or warfare. It was part of their diet to give them energy, the way we drink Red Bull for caffeine. As I pointed out in a previous video I made a couple years ago, when the chia seeds are dry and you can knock them out of the heads of the flowers, these wolfberries and other lycium berries will still be on the bushes. And you mix those together, and they're an energy supplement straight from nature. And the mucilage in the chia seeds is a perfect mix for those lycium berries. That's where the ruin is, on top of that hill. That's where I started. This is where I wanted to go. Down there are houses. Nice places to live. As with virtually everywhere else right now, only the wealthy can afford to buy a nice property, a nice place, and build a nice house. So that kind of sucks. Anyway, I'm gonna stand on top of this rock here and call it a day, because I have enough sunlight to get back, or I have enough sunlight to get there, but I don't have enough sunlight to get there and back. So that'll be it. I'm going to stand on top of my mountain and declare semi-victory right here. That must have been a really interesting landmark to look for the people who lived here. It's like a big head, or I don't know, a giant thumb sticking up from the mountain. On the right of it right there is the ruin. So down here below the ruin, there's a lot of hackberry bushes and a mesquite. And then you also have a lot of the wolfberry, or lycium. Here's more hackberry, mesquite, lycium. They had a lot of food in this little grassy area here. Right up there is their mountain. So down this way is a dry creek bed that would have once been a source of water during wet seasons. So whether this was a city where they stayed seasonally, or if they occupied this area when there was a lot of water here, don't know. But there's the mountain. Here's a dry creek bed that runs into another dry creek bed right down there. It goes up there. Here it is. This runs right along the base of their mountain. Oh, looky here. Miner's lettuce. If at the time they lived here they had frequent runoff, or more frequent rain or a higher water table than we do now, and this area here could have been cultivatable. Here's a source of fiber that would be used for shoes and rope and twine, baskets. This is a really, really good place, provided there was water. Another thing I can't forget to mention, right here at the base of their mountain is this grove of sumac. They had juniper trees, they had saguaro fruits, they had prickly pear fruits. Man, they had so much bounty here aside from hunting and trapping and that sort of thing. Sumac and juniper are growing all over the side of this mountain. Plus all the other things anybody would need to live. Look at all of that wonderful salad green. Here's an old trail, or possibly an animal trail. Not one that's used today except by animals.
Why do they try to change me? Am I a threat to their confusion? Am I a threat to their delusions? Feels like I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running, and I'm running out of time. The moon is up, there's a light still on. feels like we're running, and we're running, and we're running.